Good evening and welcome to Lansing High School for a matchup in the KVL between the Lansing Lions hosting the undefeated Basehor-Linwood Bobcats. Let's run through the starting lineups for the Basehor-Linwood Bobcats. Starting with number 5, the speedy junior, number 5, Jerron McPherson. Number 15, Joe Gorman. Number 32, the very talented Patrick Muldoon. Number 33, Carson Flagger. Number 35, back in the lineup.
A 6'1" senior, number 15, Joe Gorman.
Check that, Jack Dale not in the starting lineup, but it will be number 25, 23, Brock Gilliam, that'll start the game. Let's go over to the Lansing Lions. Starting at center, number 0, Trevor Young. Number 1, Christian Abbott. Number 2, Sam Lorenzen. Number 4, Kenneth Banks. And number 5, Josh Robinson. Coach Briggs keeping it simple with the numbers 0, 1, 2, 4, 5 are your starters for the Lansing Lions. A little bit up and down, but the Lansing Lions have got it going here lately in the KVL. Stubbed their toe a little bit at Mill Valley a few weeks ago, but are looking forward to this matchup, a measuring stick, if you will, against the Basehor Bobcats, who are undefeated at 17-0, looking to lock up the KVL title. Senior night here at Lansing. David Brock's here, riding solo without Mr. Vernon Birmingham. We got Mark Snyder, Whitney Watts joining us on the broadcast. We got Jason Frank on the camera up top. The Lions working on that circle dance, getting a lot better from earlier in the year. We are set, a late start here, but hopefully promises to be a good game. The last time these two teams played was at Basehor-Linwood. Very competitive game in that first quarter when Trevor Young went out of the ball game, took an elbow to the sternum and did not return. Opportunity now for these three seniors, Christian Abbott, Kenneth Banks, and Trevor Young, to really get a tough test. A big win, confidence-building win, and put that first L on the Basehor record. It will be Kenneth Banks jumping against Pat Muldoon. A lot of speed in the backcourt for Basehor with Brock Gilliam. McPherson will go play off the ball. We're underway. Pat Muldoon working against Kenneth Banks. Good lob pass into Flagger, who's off rim. Trevor Young clears the rebound. Christian Abbott coming the other way for the Lansing Lions. McPherson got a hand on it. Ball will stay with Lansing off the bad pass. Bailed out a little bit there. Man-to-man defense here from Basehor. Lorenzen trying to work off two screens. Gilliam. Abbott all the way to the basket, off backboard, no good. Tipped around, Young's got it. Puts the ball on the ground. Still able to get it up on the rim. No good. McPherson has it coming the other way. He's going to go to the free throw line and a foul on Sam Lorenzen.
Fouls on the Lions, number 2, Sam Lorenzen. That's his first. Team foul number 1, 2 shots.
McPherson to stand out on the football field too. Played safety for the Bobcats this year. Knocks down that first free throw. First score of the ball game. Basehor a lot faster than in years past in terms of getting up and down the floor. Second free throw is up and good. Choking pressure here in the backcourt. McPherson harassing Abbott into the front court. trying to push the start of that offense a little. Good trap out front. Handled well by Lansing. Lorenzen from 3. No good. Tipped around clear by Flagler coming the other way. Pearson. Gorman in the corner working against Robinson. Muldoon drops it down to Flagler again down low, and he's going to put it up and in.
Basket's good. Carson Fligger.
Check that Fligger. I'll call him Flagler. Robinson out front. Gorman. Young calling for the ball against Muldoon. Goes to work. Good steal. Muldoon handling now with numbers coming the other way. Loses it on the way up. Rebound Gilliam back up and good. 6-0 start for the Basehor Bobcats. Coach Briggs wants a timeout to talk about it. Not the start that they got at the Basehor. They started out real hot in that first quarter. Cannot afford to get behind here at home against this Basehor team.
Your dream is out there. Go get it. We'll protect it.
Of course, the Lansing Lions went undefeated last year. State championship in 5A. Joe Snyder, Khalil Bailey, Dante Gibson were a big part of that team of going undefeated and winning that state title. Hard to follow that up, but they got 3 seniors here. They'll help kind of right the ship here midway through the season. And Basehor is looking to replicate what Lansing did last year at the 4A level. See what Coach Briggs drew up here. Drops it down to Robinson, who is on the baseline. There'll be a turnover. They will set up some pressure. Abbott's up in the backcourt with McPherson. Abbott, a solid defender at the point guard position, will get tested here tonight by McPherson and his speed. And you see a bit of it right there, being able to stay in front of McPherson there, getting cut off. Gilliam working off the screen. Gorman, Muldoon. Oh, there's a double. Bad call there by the ref, missed it, clearly dribbled. Muldoon spins in the lane. It's going to go off of, we'll go to Lansing. Banks triggers in, he'll bring it up court. Again, pressure by both of these point guards looking to try and get somebody else to handle the ball out front. Robinson on Gorman is going to dribble it out of bounds. 2 straight turnovers by Robinson. Quickly. Sub will come into the game. Quentin McQuillan.
Checking in for the Lions, number 23, Quentin McQuillan.
Sophomores made great contributions for the Lansing Lions this year. Big part of the football team as well. Working against Gorman out front here. McPherson out top. Again, Basehor's strategy here looks like they want to get the ball down to Fligger. Try and get Young possibly in foul trouble. Lansing not incredibly deep at the big position. Don't go terribly deep into their bench. Need to try and avoid fouls. McQuillan kind of moving around. Lorenzen will pull up. Baseline jump shot is good. One of the better pure jump shooters in the SHUKC area. Gilliam gets it to Muldoon in the lane, turns around, up, no good. McQuillan with a rebound. Things are settled down now as Young catches it underneath, and he's going to get fouled by Fligger. Got 2 subs coming into the game. First look at Jack Dale back in the lineup now after missing the last game after the got banged up a little bit in the Tonganoxie game. Number 11.
Checking in for the Bobcats, Jack Dell. Also number 11, Hazel.
Ben Hazel checks in as well. McPherson and Gorman will take a seat. Lorenzen in the corner. Gets it back out to Banks. They'll reset out top. Good cut by Lorenzen. Gets it up on the rim and good. 2 straight buckets for Sam Lorenzen to settle down and kill that 6-0 run that Basehor started off with. Lansing doing it on the defensive end though. Trevor Young doubles off to Muldoon, who's working on the baseline against Banks. Solid defense here from Lansing. Dale working baseline, comes back out. Fligger drives into the lane, loses it. 2-on-1 the other way. Abbott gets it over to Lorenzen, gets blocked off the backboard. Gilliam showing some hops there. He's coming the other way, drops it to Muldoon. Baseline jump shot is good. Abbott. Banks drops it down to Young. Nice move on the block, up and good. Very nice seal by the senior Trevor Young. Young listed at 6'6". Muldoon, another jump shot is good. Hazel working out front against Abbott. Muldoon now. Can't dribble again. That's going to be a double.
Checking in for the Bobcats, Sharon McPherson, Nick Fisher.
And Coach Briggs has a good point. Exact same situation that happened just a few minutes ago when McPherson did not get called, but it will get called here against Young. Good tip away by Banks, denying Muldoon in the post. McPherson's going to get called for a travel. Flew into the lane, but could not get it going. McQuillan will trigger into Abbott. Hazel, 5'10" junior for the Bobcats, manning up against Abbott. Robinson set to check back in for Lansing. McQuillan drives the lane, goes down to Young. Charge called against Young. Jack Dale steps in, takes a charge right under the basket.
Checking in for Young, number 5, Josh Robinson.
That is the first foul on Trevor Young. McPherson. Now for the Bobcats, comes into the front court. Good bump there by McPherson, not able to finish, then knocks it away from Abbott. Abbott's going to get called for the foul. Out front is number 22, Nick Fisher, all SHUKC defensive back this year for the Bobcats. Checks into the ball game. 6'3" corner, had either 6 or 7 interceptions this year for the Bobcats. One of the top linemen, and they're going to get Banks out front with a foul on Muldoon. Muldoon, a tough guard for anybody. Banks definitely needs to stay on the floor in order to keep that matchup intact. Too quick for big, and Banks is just good screen down. Muldoon for his 3rd straight jump shot is short. McQuillan clears the rebound for the Lions. Flash up, good head fake by Banks. He's going to get a hand foul. See who they call it on. You're going to get Muldoon.
Bobcats, number 32, Muldoon. That's
For his first foul. He's coming out of the ball game. First foul on him. Fligger will check back in for him and give Muldoon a break.
Checking in for McQuillan, Trevor Young.
Trevor Young will check back in for McQuillan. So the Lions have Abbott, Banks, Young, Lorenzen, and Robinson in the game. Flex action here from Lansing. Good turnaround jump shot from Trevor Young is good. Good steal by Abbott on the inbound. 2 straight quick buckets to tie the ball game up as Christian Abbott makes a big play on defense. Sloppy inbounds plays there by Fisher. Abbott there to take advantage. 20 seconds here in the first quarter. Hazel working against Lorenzen. Fisher. 9 seconds now. McPherson to go to work. Ooh, good move. Ball's down. He's going to get called for a travel with 1.6.
Checking in for the Bobcats, number 23, Brock Gilliam.
They will have to take it out underneath. They'll have to get something real quick. See if McQuillan. They do get it into Abbott. No good on the shot. A good job there by the Lansing Lions to get through that first storm from the Basehor Bobcats. And they hit 1 quarter, tied 10-10. This is David Brox. We'll be right back. All right, David Brox back, started the second quarter. Lansing Lions will have the ball with Abbott working against Hazel out front. Robinson. Abbott, who's been smoking hot from outside, gets it up on the rim, but no good. A lot of contact there, no call. Young will pull up, no good. McQuillan with an offensive rebound. He'll get it up on the rim. So after being down 6, the Lions go to the line with an opportunity to take the lead for the first time in this ball game.
That's number 15, Joe Gorman. That's his first team foul, 3, 2 shots.
First up and crawls in. Friendly roll on the home floor bounce. Courts. Banks checks back in. He's coming in for
Sam Lorenzen, number
Lorenzen.
4, Kenneth Banks.
Second from McQuillan. Gives Lansing a 2-point lead. And it will be Gilliam coming in the front court. We see number 31, Curtis Tankenhorst, set to check in along with Jerron McPherson. Travel out front, Joe Gorman.
Checking in for the Bobcats, number 31, Tankenhorst. Number 5, Jerron McPherson.
Basehor going pretty deep here now, 6, 7 deep, 8 deep here in the first half. Robinson the trigger for Lansing. Again, Lansing will not go too far into that bench. Only a couple of players have come off, so a lot of subbing real quick. Get a quick breather as Young takes the double, gets it out to Banks. McQuillan works baseline, gets stopped. It will be out of bounds and go to base, or another unforced turnover. Off the dribble with Sam Lorenzen will check back in for McQuillan. Again, Lansing setting up some pressure in the backcourt. Gilliam will work against Lorenzen into the front court. Left-hand dribble, go all the way to the bucket. Off rim, no good. Lorenzen clears, comes the other way for Lansing. Go down to Banks against Muldoon. Good matchup here. Banks with a body, drops it to Young for a layup in the lane. Kenneth Banks has flirted with a couple of triple doubles here this season. Able to find his big man in the middle. for a layup as Gilliam works out front against McPherson. Muldoon drives back, good spin move, up, gets it on the rim, 2 shots coming.
Fouls on the lines, number 5, Josh Robinson, that's his first, team foul 5. 2 shots, Muldoon.
Muldoon, quality free throw shooter, makes the first. As we reset, we got Tacking Horse, Curtis, you know his twin brothers on the team too, Cade, number 34. Brock Gilliam, Jerron McPherson, Muldoon, and Fligger for Basehor. Abbott, Banks, Lorenzen, Robinson, and Young, who gets the ball underneath, and he'll get another layup underneath, and they'll call. I think they're just calling a goaltend there, not a three-point play, but another easy layup for Trevor Young, who's having a huge impact. Again, pressure set up in the backcourt by Lansing. Gilliam tried to be a little crafty there and got his body into Abbott. Got called for the offensive foul. Not a whole lot of contact there. But he'll come out of the game now. Fisher and Hazel will check back in. As again, Basehor's gone 9 deep here first half. Trail by 4 as Hazel works against Abbott. Robinson look to drive, drops it down to Abbott in the lane, up and good. Another layup in the lane for the Lansing Lions, who are doing good, moving without the basketball, down the lane, cutting. As they open up a 6-point lead here against Basehor. Screen out front, Lorenzen. Muldoon's open for 3. No good, short rebound, Banks. And Lansing, after being down 6-0 to start this ball game, has gone on an 18-6 run and really settled down and doing most of their damage in the paint, shooting layups. Banks spins in the lane, nice move, up, good, Kenneth Banks. Open up an 8-point lead now against Basehor. He's been stuck on 12 for a few minutes here as McPherson gets into Abbott and gets a block call.
Fouls on the lines, number 1, Christian Abbott, that's his second personal, 16.
16 foul for the Lions as we get to see number 34.
Check it in for Christian
freshman,
Abbott, number 34.
I do believe Isaiah Figueroa is a junior who comes into the ball game. Figueroa just trying to spell Christian Abbott for a few minutes here. Come in and play some hard defense. Won't look to score a whole lot, but the Lions are doing that on their own. Dale all the way to the basket. He'll get fouled and go to the line for 2.
Fouls on the Lions, number 5, Josh Robinson, that's his second personal.
Jack Dale.
17 foul, 2 shots, Dale.
A lot of talk this year about his transfer from Tonganoxie. Has fit in quite well, good attitude. We talked to Coach McBride about him this past weekend on SHUKC Sports Pass.
Checking in for Josh Robinson, number 23, Quentin McQuillan.
Young man wants to win, didn't want to come in and try and dictate anything. He was top dog at Tonganoxie, but has bought into the team concept here for the Basehor Bobcats. Second free throw on the way is up and good. Figueroa handling against Hazel. Struggling a little bit to get it into the front court, but he does. And this pressure defense causing a little bit of a problem for him in the backcourt. Dribbling a lot, gets to Lorenzen in the corner for 3. No good. Dale clears the rebound and pushes the other way for Basehor. McPherson will pull 3 from the top of the key, no good. Rebound cleared away finally by Basehor. McPherson drives baseline, pull up jump shot is good. Second chance opportunities for the Bobcats. Five-point lead for the Lions, 20-15.
Bobcats, number 31, attacking horse. That's his first, team foul number 5. Checking in for Figueroa, Christian Abbott.
Abbott a trigger in. Lorenzen working off a couple of screens. Loses on the way up. They will say ball out of bounds. Stay with Lansing. Banks will trigger. Abbott out front. Not a whole lot of jump shots from Lansing. Really working to get the ball into the lane. Lorenzen, a pull-up jump shot is no good. Call it out of bounds as it goes over the backboard. Attacking horse will have a seat, and Muldoon to check back in now. Gilliam will come back into the ball game too with Fisher, McPherson, and Jack Dale. Dale, 2-3 zone look from Lansing as Dale takes a 3. Fisher with a rebound, gets it out to Muldoon. 3 seconds in the lane. Got caught camping. Coach McBride telling Fisher to shoot the ball. Banks will walk into the front court now, a little pressure. See if they bring the trap. They do not. Ooh, Cookies out front. Pat Muldoon all the way to the bucket, up and good. Give me those. Slowly but surely. And another unforced turnover from Lansing now. Panic starts to settle in a little bit, and Coach Briggs wants to talk about it.
Stay seated at halftime. It's time for Coach Hogue.
30-second timeout for the Lions, who has stacked up an 8-point lead now and find themselves only up now 3 in Basehor's basketball. As we see Coach Briggs in the huddle giving some instructions, getting them settled back down. He took a timeout in their first quarter and sparked his team. We'll see what he says here, if they make any adjustments or if he just tries to get them to settle down off this run from Basehor. Was expecting some cookies to be taken, didn't know it was going to be the big man snatching them.
Association is selling travel bags for $10 in the hallway.
Dale out front, McPherson. Two-three zone, bit of pressure up. Farther extension from Abbott. Good cut, Gilliam. Gonna get called for a block, McQuillan. Gilliam will go to the free throw line for 2. Very nice pass there by Jerron McPherson. And a solid cut from Gilliam.
Lions, number 23, McQuillan. That's his first. Team foul 8.
First on the way from Gilliam is good. Quiet kid. Got some playing time last year on the team that went to state. Second free throw on the way is up and good. 1-point game here as Basehor's gone on a run here to cut into this 8-point lead. Abbott charges into the front court. Dale coming over for trap. McPherson takes it away, and Abbott's going to get called for a foul. More importantly, that's going to be the 18th foul on Lansing Lions, who will send Basehor to the free throw line now as we get it. It's Abbott now with 3 fouls here. So 2:27 is going to be Abbott sitting and watching the rest of this half. And we will go deep into the Lansing bench and find number 10, Chaz Young, who is a junior, 5'8" junior. who will be forced into action now with the 3 fouls on Abbott. McPherson at the line for 1-1. The first shot is up and no good. Empty possession. Although they do get the starting point guard and go into the bench of Lansing here with Abbott's 3rd foul. McQuillan drops it down to Young. Another layup for Trevor Young. That's how you settle yourself down with layups. Dale goes down. Good pass to Jack Dale. Cut in the lane. He can't finish, though. McQuillan snatches the board. Coming the other way. Chaz Young looking to push into the front court. Weak bounce pass over to Lorenzen's. No good. Knocked out of bounds by Baser.
Checking in for the Bobcats, number 15,
Joe Gorman checking in for Jack Dale. Banks. Almost stolen my Fisher. Good defense there from Baser. I'm going to call McQuillan.
Fouls on the Lions, number 23, Quentin McQuillan. That's his 2nd personal. 10-team
He
foul.
might have touched him just a little bit, but gets the foul called. Foul stacking up now in Lansing. 10-5 here late in the first half. Two-three zone now. Maybe a little bit of an adjustment because of the fouls from Lansing. The ball gets tipped away. Chaz Young will pull back out and settle down. As we go even deeper into the bench for Baser. Lorenzen working against McPherson. And Lansing might be content just to see this clock run down. Banks gets it to Young. Settles down. They're going to run this clock down wisely, I might add, unless they can get a layup here. Mismatch a little bit down there with Trevor Young. They do go down against Fisher. Patient. Gets triple teamed. McQuillan a pull up from the baseline. Short. Gets his own rebound. Over the Banks in the lane. No 3 seconds. Big block. Fisher coming the other way. Gilliam gets the layup up and in with 35 remaining in the half. 1-point ball game. Ball knocked out of bounds by McPherson.
Number 34,
Cade Tackenhorse, the aforementioned twin brother of Curtis.
Back in for the Lions, number 1, Christian Abbott.
McQuillan a trigger in with 27 up ahead, tipped away. There you see the defensive back skills of Mr. McPherson going up and tipping the ball away. Banks set to trigger with 24. Again, lazy pass, stolen. Gonna get Young and another foul. Yeah, wasted fouls here on these Lansing Lions. Definitely don't want Trevor Young picking one up way back here. That's 2 on Young now, who will come out of the ball game, and we'll see number 35 for Lansing. Jalen Douglas, wide receiver for the Lansing Lions. Coach Briggs will actually call him back now. As Coach Briggs explains
He's out of his box, Ralph.
the finer points.
Get him back in the box, Ralph.
Second free throw is no good. Tie ball game here with 20. Abbott will come back in with 3 for this final possession. Here comes Muldoon to try and press. Lorenzen for 3. Up, no good. With 5, Fisher. Up ahead, Muldoon. Up and good, and Baser. After 8-point lead from the Lansing Lions. After a lead from Baser. Trail at the half, 24-22. This is David Brooks. We'll be right back for the second half. second half. A game of runs so far as Basehor got off to a 6-0 start. Lansing came back 18-6. Basehor will have the ball moving from left to right for this second half. Gorman for three. Good. The irony, I just got a question if he should be in a three-point contest. He comes out second half, knocks one down. Robinson drives to the bucket. Clear set. Wow, they caught him. Wow. Tell you what, my guy, I see him a lot of games, but he stopped. There is no restricted area, but they will get the block. 2 shots coming up for Robinson.
Fouls on the Bobcats, number 23, Gilliam. That's his second, team foul 1.
As Coach McBride voices his displeasure with that call. Second free throw up and good. Go down to Fligger. That's how they started the ball game off and got off to that 6-0 start. Muldoon has Young on him. Great space, pull-up jump shot, plenty of time, and Fligger's going to get called over the back of Kenneth Banks.
Fouls on the Bobcats, 33, Fligger. That's his second, team foul 2.
Robinson, little 1-2. Token pressure here. Zone look almost a 1-2-1-1, and it works as they get the turnover coming the other way. Muldoon pull up. Good challenge there by Lorenzen. Alters the shot of Muldoon, who's off. Lorenzen, floater. No good off front rim. Good hands there by Robinson, who tried to just spin it out. Abbott's got it out front. Banks turned down the open jump shot, spins up, gets into Muldoon, and a foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Fouls on the Bobcats, 32, Muldoon. That's his second personal.
2 more free throws coming up for the Lansing Lions. 2 fouls now on Muldoon. Free throws up and good from Banks.
8 on 5 is not fair.
Second free throw is up and good.
Banks, 2.
Gilliam working against Lorenzen. So a big disparity in fouls in the first half in favor of Basehor. Catching up to him a little bit now as Basehor has 3 quick fouls here in the second half. Gorman's going to get called for a travel. And they'll set up pressure again. A 2-2-1 with Muldoon up front, giving it some length. See if they set up the trap. Banks picks up his dribble. Up ahead to Abbott, into the lane. Banks, nice move. Up, right hand is good. Creating separation, able to score and tie the game up. Muldoon back to the basket, looking to go to work. Good double over from Young. Good job by Muldoon. Get right into the body of Young and gets the bucket. Abbott. Robinson drops it down to Young, taking his time against Fligger. Into the lane, up and good with a running hook in the lane. Trevor Young. Gilliam, oh, nice move against Lorenzen. Gorman, pull-up jump shot from the baseline is good. Abbott dribbles right into it. Lorenzen's open in the corner, way long. Fligger with a rebound. McPherson pushing the other way. Is bumped by Abbott, no call. Out front, Gilliam. Baseline drive, loses it out of bounds. Turnover, goes back to Lansing. It's Fisher
Checking in for the Bobcats, number 22, Nick
with
Fisher.
check in for Fligger. More of a man look. Again, a lot of pressure here from Basehor, not allowing the Lansing line offense to get started. Young, who's been huge here. Banks a pull three, well short. Air ball for the senior. Gilliam, ooh, sorry they didn't get away with it. Travel out front. We see a lot of the alumni of Lansing out here. Roy Clater, Khalil Bailey, Joe Snyder, Dante Gibson. As Abbott works into the front court. Abbott all the way to the bucket is going to get 2 more fouls. Headed to the line for the 5th and 6th free throws.
Fouls on the Bobcats, number 32, Muldoon. That's his 3rd personal. 14, 2 shots.
Abbott's first free throw up and good. We see the alumni. Got our original three-point champion sitting over there as well. Abbott, second free throw coming up and good. Ties the game up. We got a ball game here, 3rd quarter. Basehor not quite able to knock out the Lansing Lions, who have stayed tough here at home. Gilliam back out front, McPherson. Fisher a pull three. Good.
3-point basket, Fisher.
Abbott into the lane. Way too hard of a pass. Goes off. Young coming the other way now. Muldoon wanted it up. McPherson gave him a bounce pass, and he didn't handle. They say out of bounds. Two officials will come together and converse. Lansing, who are up 4-0 in fouls here in the 3rd quarter. I hope this little girl doesn't get run over here walking right in front. Robinson tries to get it over to Young as Gilliam picks it off and comes the other way. Muldoon back out front. McPherson turns down the shot. They'll reset. We'll see if the double comes with Banks. Nice move. Turnaround jump shot is no good. Kenneth Banks clears the board. Lorenzen, who's had a quiet night so far, is
Returning for the Lions,
Quentin McQuillan will check in for Trevor Young. As Muldoon now with 3 fouls for the Bobcats. We'll see if they don't try and go to Kenneth Banks. See if they can't try and pick up a foul against Muldoon. Might be able to just blow by here. Banks spins in the lane, drops it down. McQuillan.
At the line, shooting 2 shots.
Another foul on the Bobcats. Make it 5-2. As Lansing has played almost 5 minutes here in the 3rd quarter without a foul.
2 shots.
But credit the Lansing Lions for going to the rim and getting fouled. Meanwhile, Lansing, who's got the advantage in fouls, are still trailing in this game. A couple of threes here in the 3rd quarter. First by Joe Gorman and then Nick Fisher. As Trevor Young will take a very fast break and come back into the ball game.
At the line, number 23, Quentin McQuillan, 2 points. Checking in for Banks, Trevor Young.
Gilliam, token pressure from Lansing off the inbound. Now Muldoon loses it out of bounds. Turnover, and Lansing now with an opportunity with the ball here to take the lead here in the 3rd quarter. Hazel checking Abbott in the backcourt. Pull-up jump shot. Good. We have not seen Abbott go off the dribble and pull up here much tonight, but first time he does it, he knocks it down and gives Lansing back the lead here in the third quarter. Costly third foul on Trevor Young.
Fouls on the lines, number 0, Trevor Young. That's his third personal.
Banks will come into the ball game for Lorenzen, who will take a quick break.
Checking in for Sam Lorenzen, Kenneth Banks.
Interesting enough, they're going to keep Young on Muldoon. We'll see. Here's Abbott coming through, getting the steal. McQuillan pulls back out and loses it. Another unforced turnover for the Lansing Lions. Actually, both ways. A little bit of sloppy play on both sides when it comes to handling the basketball. Back-to-back turnovers, and Basehor has it. Fligger set to check back in, and McPherson for the Bobcats. Muldoon will go to work against Young, and he will try to take a charge, but will get called for the block and the fourth foul on the big man. Surprising that they kept him on Muldoon during that period. Muldoon, credit him for recognizing the situation and going right to the basket against Trevor Young.
Fouls on the lines, number 0, Trevor Young with his fourth.
He'll have to sit. We'll see how long he actually has to sit. Gorman in the corner drops it down. Fligger and McQuillan now as the fouls start piling in.
Fouls on the lines, number 23.
Third foul.
That's his third, team foul 3.
Here in the second half as Hazel will trigger in for the Bobcats. Good cut by McPherson. Layup is good. Abbott working. He loses it out of bounds. Turnover. A little bit of a limp after the dribbling the ball out of bounds for Abbott. Starting quarterback. Fisher. Good drive by McPherson. All the way to the basket, up and good. 2 straight buckets for Jerron McPherson, the junior. Banks wants the ball down on the block against Fisher. Looking to go to work. Good help defense from Basehor. Lorenzen working around. Gets free out top. Pull-up jump shot is no good off front rim. Robinson clears an offensive board for the Lions. Fligger with cookies. McPherson coming the other way. Numbers. Hazel will pull 3. No good off front rim. Long rebound for Gorman. Fisher thought about it. Good pass down to Fligger. A little bit too high, can't handle it. Banks. An inexplicable pass over the head. Timeout, Coach Briggs. This team has gotten a little sloppy. As Mr. Brian Reese sets off the fire alarm here in Lansing. Coach Briggs in the huddle again. Working to get his team. Has done a good job out of timeouts, his team tonight, so has been timely in taking them and seeing if it will be a difference. Here's Banks. Threw out that last one out of bounds. It will be Basehor basketball. Gorman will trigger in for Basehor into McPherson. Lorenzen trying to harass in the backcourt. Man-to-man defense from the Lions. Loses it. Abbott tries to go up ahead again. The safety Jerron McPherson pulls away the steal and comes back into the front court for the Bobcats. Hazel for three. Off rim, Fligger with a rebound. Foul, he'll go to the free throw line. Good job there by Carson. Getting position on Kenneth Banks on that three-point shot. Nursing a three-point lead. He'll have an opportunity now with 16 seconds left to extend the Basehor lead heading into the fourth quarter. First free throw is up and pure.
Checking in for the Bobcats, number 23, Brock Gilliam.
Brock Gilliam will come in for Hazel. Jack Dell, hadn't seen him here in the second half, so perhaps still nursing that injury. As Abbott comes into the front court, McPherson tried to get those cookies. Didn't quite get them. 3 seconds. Bad possession there at the end of the third quarter. And after three, 39-35, Basehor leads as Pat Muldoon to check back in. This is David Brox. We'll be right back. All right, David Brock's back. Start of the fourth quarter will be Lansing Lion basketball, down 4. Abbott works into the front against McPherson. Good, solid matchup defensively by both of these point guards tonight, Abbott and McPherson, who tries to step in on Banks and will pick up a foul, touch foul, 16 foul, one more foul on the Basehor Bobcats. Will put the Lansing Lions on the line for the rest of this ball game. McQuillan turns. Good steal. Fisher up ahead to McPherson, weak pass. He'll pull 3, long. Good rebound by Muldoon, up and one. Pat Muldoon against Kenneth Banks.
Fouls on the Lions, number 4, Kenneth Banks, that's his third. Team foul number 5. One shot.
6-point lead. Matches the largest lead of that first quarter from Basehor. Muldoon not able to finish off the free throw. As Trevor Young will come back in with his 4 fouls. Abbott. Muldoon picks up his 4th as Abbott twists an ankle. I think he might have stepped on his foot. Tough call on Muldoon.
Checking in for McQuillan, Trevor Young. Checking in for the Bobcats, number 33, Carson Fligger.
That's a key foul for the Basehor Bobcats, as Abbott will get 1-on-1 opportunity off a touch foul. Free throw, no good, empty. Set as Abbott still hobbling. Gorman kicks it out. Gilliam for 3 is well short. Banks clears the rebound. Looking for help, gives it up ahead to Lorenzen. Drives into the baseline, good stutter move. Nice move, Sam Lorenzen. Up for 2. Basehor quickly coming the other way. Gilliam, very nice, up, gets fouled, he'll go to the line. Showing off that speed. Weaving his way through the Lansing Lions. Trevor Young is just fouled out of this ball game. McQuillan will check in, and Trevor Young, who had a very nice game. Offensively down low, making nice moves. So a big loss there for Lansing.
2 shots.
His brother Clay in the crowd watching him tonight. Gilliam now at the line. First free throw is no good. Basehor just not been able to extend a lead in this game. Second free throw from Gilliam. It's short. Off front rim and a bad outlet pass by Robinson. And Basehor gets another free possession after the 2 missed free throws. An opportunity. The weirdest thing I've ever seen. The ref broke him up during the play. But very fantastic play there by Gilliam. Robinson for 3. No good. Basehor. McPherson with a big rebound up ahead. Joe Gorman. Floaters up. A lot of contact, no call. Banks clears. And another first. I've never seen this. I don't even know if he said anything at this point. His ref is Hollywooding it a little bit. Stop play to have a conference with both head coaches, but it still will be Lansing ball who stopped a fast break. I've never seen that. Abbott almost lost it. Gets it ahead. Floater in the lane is up. No good. Rebound Fligger. Gilliam with numbers coming the other way. Gets it over to Fisher for 3. Good. Extends the lead to 9. Danger zone now for Lansing. Touch foul on McPherson.
Fouls on the Bobcats, number 5, McPherson. That's his second. At the line, shooting a 1-and-1.
Free throws coming up. He cannot go empty here on this possession here, 1-and-1. As Basehor now has opened it up to 9. First free throw is up and good from Abbott. Gets the bonus. Second on the way is up, crawls in, stops the bleeding for the Lions. Now they got to lock down and play some defense. Basehor, without Muldoon on the floor, has extended this lead, showing the depth of talent here for the Bobcats. Offensive foul called. Going the other way, McQuillan gets in the way. 33, Carson Fligger. Look at the foul call.
That's his
Third foul on Fligger. Lansing ball now looking to cut into this lead a little bit more with 5:20 remaining fourth quarter. Lansing Lions student section. Jumping out, Gilliam. Lorenzen for 3, no good, off front rim. McPherson clears the rebound, looking to push. Now into the front court. Lorenzen is not knocked down from outside tonight. Nice seal by Fligger. Up and good. Abbott working against McPherson. Backdoor cut. Jump in there. Fisher knocks it away. Up ahead, well over the head of Fligger. Just didn't need that right there. It's Coach McBride. Throws his hand up a little bit there. You're up 9. You want to get a good possession, but Lansing keeps throwing the ball away. Another turnover. McPherson into the corner. Fisher, who's knocked down a couple from outside. Gorman. Here's the patience we just talked about from Basehor. Good step-through move. McPherson pull-up jump shot is no good. Offensive board. Fisher up and good. Good game. Good fourth quarter. Second half for Fisher. First double-digit lead at 11. Bad pass. Robinson struggled. McQuillan rolled over Fisher's face. Mass subs coming in from Briggs here as Muldoon's going to check back in.
Checking in for the Bobcats, Muldoon.
I don't know if this is white flag or what the deal is, but Briggs wants to talk to his starters. And he's going to run a risk here of letting this game get away from him. 3:48 here in the fourth quarter. Figueroa working out front against McPherson. .15 with a foul. So Briggs gets his message across and sends the starters back into the ball game. Almost a half timeout. A little bit of creativity as Briggs has used a lot of timeouts here in this ball game. Muldoon with 4 goes to the free throw line. First empty possession here. But Lansing's got to have buckets now. Buckets and stops, quick stops at that. Cannot allow him to run down the clock here at 3:30. Fourth quarter, Abbott. Backdoor cut, Banks into the middle of the lane. McQuillan up on the rim, no good. Muldoon with a rebound, pushing the other way. Floater in the lane is no good. Fligger with an offensive rebound, getting his hand on the ball. Abbott clears. 3 opportunities now as Banks is out front. He's got knocked down, chooses to go into the lane with a Euro step, up and good. Kenneth Banks stops. We'll see if Lansing changes their defense at all, if they just lock up here. 2:52. Foul out front. Good job here, Monty. Check that timeout. Bobcats. .30-second timeout, 50-41. Baser. He's got a little bit of a challenge here tonight, one of the few challenges that they've had this season. Played a very tough Park Hill squad at the Baser Invitational. Was able to get that win and stay undefeated. Got one road test here at Lansing, and we will be seeing Baser again next week as they go travel to Mill Valley, who is now finally at full strength and playing some good basketball. Mr. Logan Cook, Clayton Holmberg, Cooper Kafis, who stuck the dagger in the Lansing Lions in their trip to Mill Valley with a 3 at the buzzer to win that ball game. Gorman here on the sideline set to trigger in for the Bobcats. They do go backcourt with McPherson at 2:42. Lansing needs stops, they need turnovers. One and one still. Robinson gets all the way into Gorman, easy call. Gorman to go to the free throw line for a 1-and-1.
Fouls on the line is number 5, Josh Robinson. That's his 3rd personal. 18 foul at the line, shooting a 1-on-1. Gorman.
First on the front end for Gorman is up and good. Good job not leaving that possession open. Coach Briggs working hard here tonight, keeping his team in it. Lead will extend back to 11 now. Lansing's got to start, nobody back helping. They put the pressure on Abbott. With a little globetrotter move there. Lorenzen. Pull three. Nice shot from Sam Lorenzen. Kid's got a pure jump shot from outside. Nice stroke. Well, might have been standing at the L here on the Lansing Lions on the court. First free throw is up and good. Again, Gorman not leaving these opportunities at the line. Second is off. Banks clears the rebound, and again, getting down to 2 minutes, 9-point lead. Needs something special. Lorenzen, quick shot, up, no good. Gorman clears the rebound, who's had a strong fourth quarter. Abbott will foul McPherson.
Shooting 2 shots, McPherson.
Robinson has 4 fouls. Christian Abbott now with 4. Trevor Young fouled out. McPherson first free throw. Ooh, short. Well short. After Lansing was able to get buckets on the opposite side. Second on the way is short. Empty possession for Baser. Again, Lansing's got to score.
At the line, shooting 2 shots, Christian Abbott.
Abbott. Well, shoulder first. As Lansing's got to play a little offense, defense here now, as he might see who he's coming in to actually get here. Robinson with 4, Abbott with 4. First free throw is up and good. As the crowd goes silent.
Checking in for the Lions, checking in for the Bobcats, number 22.
McPherson will come out of the ball game. Gilliam will check out of the game. Second on the way is up and good. Trap out front. Got a foul coming up. Let's see if they get Abbott.
At the line, shooting 2 shots, number 11, Ben Hazel.
Maybe Lorenzen. Number 2, it will be Lorenzen.
Fouls on the lines, number 2, Sam Lorenzen.
Robinson will check back into the ball game. Second personal foul on Lorenzen. As Hazel will go to the line now. Lansing's going to try and extend this game out and hope Baser misses some free throws. First is up and good.
Josh Robinson checking in for the Lions. Checking in for the Bobcats, number 23.
Joe Gorman to check out. Gilliam will come back in. McPherson waiting to get Hazel, who if he can knock this down, we'll see if he pulls the okey doke. As Mr. Vernon Birmingham will say, and miss it on purpose. He does not. Going to put the extra point in his line. Legger will check in as well. And didn't let the ball roll there. Conserve a little bit of time. Abbott. Lorenzen will pull up short. Going to get a foul, and they're going to call it on.
Shooting 2 shots, Sam Lorenzen. Fouls the Bobcats.
22, Nick Fisher will pick up the foul on Lorenzen.
Fouls the Bobcats, 22, Nick Fisher. That's his first.
Lorenzen's free throw is up and good.
Back in for the Lions, Jalen Douglas.
Jalen Douglas will check in for Christian Abbott, who's got 4. Go a little bit offense, defense here. The final minute, 32. Second is good. Pressure set up from Lansing now. Get a trap and possibly a quick foul. Douglas coming in to get the foul, and he gets it.
Shooting 2 shots, number 11, Ben Hazel.
Abbott now check back in for offensive purposes. McPherson and Gilliam are checked back in as well as Coach McBride counters with some adjustments of his own. Hazel. First on the way is up and pure. Just knocked down 2 free throws.
Number 5, McPherson. Back in for Douglas, number 1, Abbott.
Second on the way for Hazel. It's good. Unless something tragic happens here in the last minute 27. Let's see if they try and conserve some time here and let this ball roll up court. They do not. Clock rolls. Student section trying to cheer him on. Gilliam looks like he held Lorenzen or something. I don't know. To be honest, this officiating crew has struggled here tonight. Lorenzen up and good.
Into the Bobcats, number 11, Hazel. Number 33, Fligger.
And Basehor, workman type performance here tonight. Lorenzen up and good as Douglas comes in. Fresh, full of fouls to give. Lansing will not guard the ball. And he'll actually pick up the foul without taking any time off the clock as they got it down to 7 now. Basehor, if Hazel can keep knocking down free throws, are going to stay undefeated and go 18-0. And a very strong opportunity to finish this regular season undefeated. Again, they will have to travel to Mill Valley next week. They've already defeated Piper twice this year, completing the sweep here of the Lansing Lions. That last hurdle will be at Mill Valley before we head into sub-state play. Basehor shares a sub-state with Piper, Sumner Academy, and Tonganoxie, so they will obviously be the number 1 seed in that sub-state and have a first-round matchup with Tonganoxie, who they have crushed twice. Hazel's up and good.
Number 11, Ben Hazel at the line, 2 points. Checking in for Hazel, McPherson.
Hazel's been very good at the free throw line here in the 4th quarter, keeping that lead at 9-10. Gotten it down as far as 7, but not once has Lansing let the ball roll. Try and conserve a few seconds. Stolen, Basehor. Foul. Banks. And that final turnover might do it for the Lions.
Fouls on the Lions, number 4, Kenneth Banks, that's his 4th. 2 shots.
Free throws up and good. Basehor, fantastic job here in the 4th quarter, knocking down free throws. Lansing down 11 now, needs threes. Cookies out front, McPherson. Over to Muldoon. Trying to put a little highlight up there at the end of this game. Chaz Young dribbling into the front court, wasting a lot of time. McQuillan will pull 3. Good. Quentin McQuillan for 3. And I'm sure Coach McBride is saying, we're up 9 with the ball and trying to get a highlight instead of taking off a precious seconds in this ball game and getting a win. Full timeout. Lansing, who shares a district, 5A is a little bit different. It all depends on the seeding when they get done, with the Sligo Stallions, with the Washington Wildcats, and Shawnee Heights, who is undefeated this season. I don't know if they're still undefeated, but they're probably going to be the #1 seed. Washington will be the 2 seed in that district. We could see some interleague in the SHUKC area between the KVL and the KCAL. Muldoon dribbles into the front court and a delayed foul on Kenneth Banks, and that'll be his 5th.
Fouls on the line, number 4, Kenneth Banks, that's his 5th. At the line, shooting 2 shots, Muldoon. Dylan Jenkins checking in for the
Dylan
Lions.
Jenkins, sophomore, 6'4" sophomore, checks into the ball game. Got some last-minute instructions from Coach Briggs. He wants him to shoot the ball. Get in the book. Free throw's good from Muldoon. Strong night from Muldoon tonight. Got the game going with a couple of jump shots. Work inside, obviously good on the glass. Pearson cookies again out front.
Fouls on the lines, number 15, Dylan Jenkins. That's his 2nd personal. Shooting 2 shots.
31.9 remaining in 4th quarter. So we play it out in the crowd. Starts making their way to the exits. McPherson knocks down the free throw. Second is up and good. Strong performance here from Lansing. We're talking about one of the best teams in the state, ranked #1 in a lot of polls. Gave them all they wanted for about 3.5 quarters of this ball game. No fouls called for from Briggs as they'll dribble it out now at 15. Basehor Bobcats move to 18-0, undefeated in the KVL. KVL champs at this point, picking up a league crown. We're finals, 65-53. Coach Briggs and our player of the game, Mr. Patrick Muldoon. It's David Brox, Mark Snyder on the board. Whitney Watts and Jason Frank on the camera. We'll be right back. All right, David Brox back with our player of the game, Mr. Patrick Muldoon, all-star, ready to come hold it down for the KVL. Vernon's not here tonight, so we'll talk about him a little bit. He's going to lock the KCAL down a little bit. Talk about coming here and getting this road win and getting the sweep now against Lansing this year.
It's the first time I've ever beat Lansing twice in a season. I've only beat them once before. It was my freshman year, and it's my first time winning here, so it's real exciting for us. We knew it was going to be a tough game. They've always got a packed crowd. And we know Coach Briggs prepares them well, and they do a great job over here, and it's never going to be easy. And we came out, we struggled a little bit, but we got together, and we knew what we had to do to pull out the win, and that's what we did.
So a bit of role reversal for you guys this year, last year, Lansing, to you guys what you're doing this year. Did you guys take anything from what Lansing did last year and kind of see maybe you wanted to replicate that here this year?
Yeah, we knew we forced a little bit last year, and we knew we had to play our game in order to win here because, like I said earlier, they do a great job, and it's always tough. But we know they come out and play tough defense, and they play man-to-man. They get after it. They overplay, and it's on us to be disciplined to be able to come out here and get this win. And, you know, that's something we've been working on all year because we know these were our only 2 losses during league last year, and so this was definitely a huge goal for us for sure.
So you were a little bit of foul trouble in the second half. Talk about your teammates who stepped up here tonight to help you guys get this W on the road.
It was huge. You know, one thing we're real fortunate for is having such a deep bench and guys who, put in a lot of hours in the offseason, getting in the gym, getting some shots up. Ben Hazel came off the bench, and he won that game for us with free throws. I wasn't putting it in the hole. We had some guys leaving it short, and we struggled at the line tonight, but Ben Hazel stepped up huge for us, and he's the one who pulled that lead out and gave us that win at the end.
Absolutely. So I changed it up a little bit. I'll get you some packs that you can share with your teammates.
Yes, sir.
Player of the game, Mr. Patrick Muldoon, stealing those cookies out front. This is David Brox. We'll be right back with Coach McBride. All right, David Brox back, Coach McBride. Another tough road win. I mean, it's good to get these type of tests. You know, having a team hang with you a little bit here, coming to Lansing is never easy. Talk about getting a win here on the road.
It was huge, you know. I mean, obviously, I don't know what it all means in the whole scheme of things, but the tough game is exactly what we were looking for. So definitely want some of those, and we know we're always going to get that at Lansing. They're well coached. God, they play hard. And, I mean, that was it. A good, nice, hard, solid, tough game before Sub-State. You always want that.
Talk about having so many different players that could step up. You got contributions from so many people here tonight. When Muldoon got in foul trouble, McPherson played well. Hazel comes in and knocks the free throws down in the fourth quarter. Fisher with a couple of threes. Talk about how you're getting contributions from just so many players night to night to be able to keep getting wins.
Yeah, that's what we've been talking about all year. I mean, that's you'd stop one thing and another one steps up. You know, Joe didn't have a very good first half, but all of a sudden he hits a couple outside shots, and now you got to guard him. And then Fisher, he hits a couple shots. Finally, we get some inside points because our guards started hitting some things. So, you know, and people don't realize it, but Curtis Tackenhorst goes in there and gets a steal, you know, and starts playing defense the way we were supposed to be playing defense, and he follows the game plan. So that even our 9th and 10th guys come in and chip in a little bit.
So key road win. You got one more. You guys are probably already wrapped up the league title. Talk a little bit about getting back in that winner's column after Lansing took it last year. You know, claiming another league crown. How important is that to you, or are you just strictly focused on Sub-State and State?
Well, we won State once when we didn't win league, and we won State once when we did win league. So I don't know which way is the best. But
right.
To be honest with you, I scout Sub-State teams. I'm not trying to offend anybody or anything like that, but we don't spend a whole lot of time on our regular season games. We try to learn on the fly. We worry about us. We practice on us. We work on our man-to-man defense. We work on our offenses and things like that. And the day before, we put in a good scouting report, you know. But league is league. But I always said it's high even when we were 5-16 my first year, that our whole goal was to try to get to State and win a championship.
So one more tough test at Mill Valley. Another, you know, opportunity to face a good team before you head into Sub-State against Tonganoxie, likely opponent here in the first round for Sub-State. You kind of pull back a little bit, or how important is that undefeated record for you guys in making sure that, you know, you maybe keep players healthy or fresh?
In the state of Kansas, when you got a week before your next game, you want to try to get as good of game shape as you possibly can. So we're not going to call off the dogs. We're not going to take it lightly. We got to get by Turner first. They've been playing everybody tough, so we're not going to look past them on Tuesday. But no, we're not going to sit kids. We're not going to do any of that. That's way too long between games, and you want to be in game shape. So the lovely state of Kansas, and we don't have enough teams in each class, but to have a game on Monday or Tuesday, which would be nice. But you know, it is what it is, and we'll play Thursday, Saturday that next week. So the Mill Valley game, we're on. We're going to play.
Congrats, 18-0. Keep doing work. We appreciate all your hard work and your team.
Thanks for being here, guys.
All right.
Thank you.
This is David Brox. We'll see you next time.